me tell you something. You have almost reached the weekend. It's the afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda. Silly look at a serious world.
It doesn't matter when you listen, Ken, as long as you're stuck in the Detroit Airport Westin.
It's always the afternoon.
Hey, yo.
Oh, we got some stories to tell.
Oh, yeah.
We sure do.
And welcome to the afternoons, episode 144. I don't know. I just spent almost 3 straight days downloading, reconverting, and re-uploading the podcast. I almost don't like us. The show's
I would spit my
solid.
water into
You
the...
guys have to do all the hard work. I just get to show up and talk
You're a mom.
and zone out. I mean,
Oh yeah. Well,
sorry.
put a pin in that zone out thing. We'll do some. Yeah, no, and it's a pleasure because we got the new podcast feed going on Blue Wire, but also we're in a weird transition, so you might also be hearing us on Anchor. We'll work out those details, but my heavy lifting is done.
Working out some kinks, Ken.
Working out, good band, the Kinks.
Yeah, they were great.
Who's your favorite Davies brother, Ray or Dave?
I was going to say Dave.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, Dave Davies. It's a hell of a
Dave
name.
Davies.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
If my last name was Josherson, Josh Josherson would be an incredible actor / rock star / dart player.
If your last name was Rosieton,
Rosie Roserton?
would you have committed to Rosie?
Speaking of, look at her go.
Oh,
There she is
baby
over there
Kim.
on the Rosie cam.
Rosie.
She's in her new little, hey, she answered to her name. Rosie.
She does know her name now.
Yeah, I know. She's getting there.
That's great.
We got her over. That's her new. That's her new stroller extension cam. She's big enough for the toddler extension. It's
great.
It
She's
may
a
not look it,
big
but
girl
she's getting
now.
there.
Look at those feet. And for anyone watching the video version, I've got my head in my hand. I'm not bored. I'm literally just staring across at Rosie, like, look at Rosie. It was so cute because you wheeled her in and she heard my voice and kind of had a reaction. First terrified and then happy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked at you and then she smiled. She was very, very cute on all the air travel. People were obsessed with her. Everywhere we looked, you're like, oh, look at that little girl. Oh my goodness. Or look at that little thing. Look at that little nugget.
We're going to dive.
She was a great traveler.
She really was.
We are so lucky. We have such a great baby. But she was so good on the airplanes, and through all of the airports. She was.
I'll tell you what, if Delta
best.
acted like Rosie did, we'd have been home on time on Tuesday or Wednesday.
It was
whenever we were
honestly
supposed
so
to be here.
unfortunate, and I will say it was not Josh's fault. But, all you want to do is take it out.
But he's the factor you can
I
control.
handled it well. I did not blame you or take it out on you at all.
No, but there was going to be a point where you were close
There
to
was
it.
a second. I had to calm myself down and be like, okay, I'm not going to be mad at him. It's not his fault, even though he did book the flights. But also, it's still not his fault because it was completely out of our control. But we will never. I mean, I told Josh, and I hope that this is. I hope that he, when booking flights again in the future, remembers this. But I will never ever fly through Detroit again. And I'm sorry for anyone who lives in Detroit. I have nothing against your city, but your airport sucks. And I have had too many bad experiences there. Never again. I won't
It's
fly
just fool
through
me
ever
once,
again.
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, Ken. Just like the president of a university where Django's Got a Mango went, whose the president's name was Neil Nielsen.
So you just don't do that.
Neil Nielsen.
You don't. And already starting Lauren Romo, who is from the Detroit area. Oh boy, not another Detroit story. And then Mega Man says, look, the Detroit airport is the best airport, better than O'Hare.
I don't disagree. It's better than O'Hare. But here's the thing. I never fly through Chicago. I know not to fly through Chicago.
The airport itself is fine.
Gorgeous. It's
other
very
than
nice.
the $30 sushi, which is questionable in Detroit anyway, let alone now they're charging $30 for a roll. I mean, come on. But what I will say about the Detroit airport, the Westin there is beautiful.
Where you
Gorgeous.
lived for 2 days.
Super nice.
Super nice Westin. And you don't hear the planes.
No.
We slept great. Well, I shouldn't say
Fantastic.
slept great, but we didn't wake up because of the airplanes.
I mean, Rosie had an okay night's sleep.
She slept great.
She did.
Did she enjoy
She
the
slept
Westin?
right next to me, though, which I hate.
Oh.
So I was up all night just because I didn't want to roll on her. And,
Sure.
You know.
You build a pillow fort like Josh and I did when we shared a bed in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just build a pillow wall. What's up? Good times,
Brothers.
brother. Good times.
Good times.
So some questions, some follow-ups. What about sushi in Detroit is off-putting to you? Is it just
So-
they can't get the fish
Well,
there?
airport sushi in
Air-
general,
in
I'm
general,
out on.
It just like, yeah. I mean, honestly, food in the airport.
Okay, well,
It's
like a
I
Wolfgang
understand
Puck
it's,
or
it's I think that
Sbarro.
they're
They had a Max and
Yeah, they're
Irma's, which I hadn't
coming
been to in years.
I feel like airports are getting better with their food,
Sure.
but typically it's just junk. I feel
Mm-hmm,
like airport food is junk. So I do love that they have more options now.
Right.
But we were starving. We were going to get dinner. We were stranded. So we knew we were staying in the hotel that night. But before we went into the hotel, which is connected to the airport,
Right.
we were like, well, we should eat something here because we don't know what the airport,
Sure.
what the hotel has. And we both were kind of like, oh, we would crush some sushi right now. Because
It was-
we walked past
Do
the
it.
sushi
These were
place.
like Nobu prices.
But we were, and it looked nice, but we were kind of like, is airport sushi like good? Also, Detroit airport sushi, like where are they getting it?
It's like Lake Erie walleye.
Yeah,
roll.
I don't know. So honestly, it was probably for the best that we looked at the prices and we were like, I'm not paying $30 for one roll at the airport. Like maybe Nobu, fine,
Sure.
but
Here's the thing, and we're
yeah,
not
good thing because I think it probably saved our stomachs.
Laser bolts came in just in time for the Detroit bashing. Shake my head. We're not Detroit bashing. I love the city of Detroit.
Yeah, you do.
No, I have
I've-
nothing wrong with Detroit. My mother is
You've
from
never even
Detroit.
been to Detroit. You've only been to the airport
no, I have
twice.
been to Detroit.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's been a long time since I've been actually into the city. I love Detroit. My mother is from there. My mother's side of the family, everyone is from Detroit.
Detroit.
I have no problems with the city of Detroit.
Okay.
What I have problems with is the luck I've had through that airport.
Yes.
That's a good way to look at it.
So it has nothing to do with the city. It's just the location of where my flights happen to fly through, and I've never had good luck. So
Yeah. Let's just say this: that
we're out.
I forget the name of the airport hotel that we stayed at before. I believe it was a DoubleTree, but it could also have been
It was a roadside
Nope,
motel.
it was a Wyndham. It's
A
exactly
Wyndham-
what
oh,
it
Wyndham's
was.
good.
It was a Wyndham
okay.
outside the airport where they were definitely running a prostitution ring through it. But it was also during COVID, so the bar wasn't open.
Yeah.
Our baby's crying. I'm gonna
Baby's
go get her.
crying. Do the switch.
By the way, she's not even really crying.
The
She just-
Westin.
This is what she does. She's like,
Oh, Josh wants to hold the baby. He wants to hold the baby.
she's
I'll
bored.
go over to the side mic.
I am first of all, I am laughing at the idea that Gordon Lightfoot's The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald was actually about a ship gathering sushi for Detroit airport terminals. I think that's the legend came down
All
from
right,
the
but what
Chippewa
I'll
on
say-
down.
Does Amanda know what that's on?
no.
Do you know the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Do you know the actual story of the Edmund Fitzgerald?
No,
It
it
was-
was history. I'm bad at
No, it's like
history.
recent history, not 40 years ago, 50 years ago, maybe of a big in one of the big Great Lakes up there, one of the big tanker ships, boom, sank, like all the men died.
Oh no.
Sad. And they ring a bell 29 times, and then Gordon Lightfoot comes out with a great song called "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald."
And it's like a
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah, it's like Don McLean, Gordon Lightfoot, American Pie, "Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald." It's one of my favorite
Wow.
songs.
Okay. All right.
Amanda,
We'll have to listen to it.
there's a documentary about it. You
All
can
right.
seek it out.
All right. I gotta learn more about this.
Yeah, so I actually really love what Amanda said here. It isn't Detroit. It's every time you go in there, something bad's gonna happen, and so you're just like, I gotta cross it off my list.
Yeah. Yeah. Although
Okay, so here's what
there
happened.
there are some. That flatbread, that mushroom flatbread we had at our hotel was probably the best flatbread I've ever had in my entire life. I would have ordered 3 of those. So I had a really good experience at the Westin. And here's the thing. Josh and I looked at each other and we were like, we're really good at making lemonade out of lemons or lemons out of lemon, whatever.
same thing.
I'm having
Yeah,
lemonade right
anyway.
now.
Because it was probably the only time, it was probably like the first time I'd actually like really, really cried since having Rosie.
That's big.
Because I've been in so much pain. I did something to my shoulder. I have no idea what, but it just keeps getting worse.
It's
and
called
worse.
mom's shoulder.
And it's
apparently.
I've never
believe that.
been in this much pain
Is
before. in my
is that
life.
your hold? Is that your holding arm?
It's funny enough, it's not. I hold her on my right
Well,
side,
maybe
but
it's
it's my left
compensating.
side. So I don't know.
So
what's
your
going
body's
on.
pulling to this side, and maybe it's pulling.
But it's all the way. It's
I'm
like
a doctor,
From
I
my
know.
shoulder to my clavicle,
Dr.
up my
Ken
neck.
Knapsack,
It's
MD.
so horrible. So
I
I have
think
a
that's what
doctor's
it is.
appointment tomorrow. But I was in so much pain. We had just fast walked with her strapped to me on the carrier through the entire Detroit. We went from gate A5 to A70,
That's
and
a hike.
It's a mile
we
and a
got
quarter
there,
long
and I
airport.
watched her car seat and our luggage get loaded onto the plane.
Yeah.
And then they looked at us and said, I'm sorry, it's too late. You can't get on this flight. And I'm like, but my bags they're right there. I see them out the window. They're right there. See that? See that bag?
Can I sit with the bag?
Car seat. And this woman at Delta was so rude. She's like, I'm sorry, you'll have to go back to gate A43 to get them to rebook you, but you can't get on this flight. And I knew there was nothing they could do at that point. I knew I wasn't getting on that flight.
You're facing that reality.
But she looked at me and then said, I don't know what will happen to your luggage. I don't know what will happen to your luggage if you don't pick it up tonight. Like she said that at Delta. And so I walked away and I was so exhausted, and I have my sweet baby strapped to me who doesn't know what's going on. But meanwhile, I'm looking at our luggage and our car seat go away, and I don't know what we're going to do at that point. We don't have a car seat.
You don't have a car seat.
And the next flight they booked us on.
You can't just hold a baby in a car. It can't be like the Britney Spears or the Michael Jackson hold the baby out the window thing, or hold the baby while you're driving your tractor. You got to have a baby in a car seat in the car.
Sure.
It's a rule.
Well,
right,
especially
Rosie?
with a stranger driving. Like if I order an Uber, I'm certainly not trusting this guy with my life. Or I mean, with mine I will, but not with my baby. So I just honestly I broke down. I walked away and I just had a total
You're allowed.
meltdown. And
in the airport?
In the airport. I also was kind of trying to put it on because I was going to walk back there with tears in my eyes and tell this woman that I thought she was so horrible. And the next flight that was available was the next day, obviously. So I was like, okay, it's 6:45 p.m. and we have no flight till the morning, and we have no luggage. Thankfully, I am a prepared mom, and I had everything she needed. I had,
I made
formula,
fun of her for overpacking
my
the whole
breast
time,
pump,
and
diapers, clothes, her sleep sack. Like I had everything for her in my carry-on because I knew, like, if we got stranded, at least she was taken care of. So.
That's why
I cried and I went to the counter and I just said, like, I can't believe that you're so unwilling to help a mother with an infant strapped to her, watching her car seat get on another flight. There's got to be something you can do.
Right.
Anything. And she said, I'm sorry, ma'am. There's nothing I can do. Then I walked away and I'm sobbing. You know, I did kind of like play it up a little bit. I'm a pretty good actress after all.
I think it's okay.
And then this other woman at the counter goes, excuse me, come here, and pulls me aside. And she was really helpful. She goes, okay, listen, I don't have access. You do have to go to gate A43. But what I will tell you is go ask for a supervisor, and they will definitely find room for you and this baby. Like, I'm not letting you get stranded here.
Wow.
So we went to 43, whatever. We spoke to this woman who did tell us
she was a mom
the
too,
flight is sold out. That next evening flight is sold out.
Right.
But there is a big chance, a high chance that you may get on standby. I'm like, I'm not risking it. I called the hotel. I was like, I need a room.
Get me a room.
Just put me on the next morning flight. But what do I do with our luggage? Will it be stranded? Will somebody, will it just be sent back to the warehouse? What happens?
It goes to the
And
wrong
she goes,
we could have called Ikaika. Hey, Ikaika, what do they do? Because Ikaika worked cargo.
right.
Worked at Delta Cargo. They put it in the store.
up.
No, they put it in the by where you pick up the luggage. They have a little office in there, and there's a back room where they put stuff if like people miss their flights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what they did. But the first woman was not reassuring at all.
No.
Sure.
Now, the second woman I spoke to said a lot of their gate agents are new because, of course, they're understaffed. So they don't really know the answer to anything. So they just kind of like don't tell you. But
I used to coach my guards. Seek a solution. Even
Well,
if the
exactly. She just
solution
was
is
so-
no, get there in a different way.
she was so unwilling to help. And at this point, Josh was pacing the airport. So she didn't even know that I belonged to him. I could have been
just,
just
like,
a
stood in
single
front of the door
mom
and
with a
yelled. I was
newborn
like,
baby. And she was
Why?
so unwilling to help. Yeah.
Why?
Josh does not, his reaction to things like this is not great.
There it is. I see the plane. The door is still there. Our luggage is on and we are not. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
that is what he does. And I know that's his initial reaction, but I'm like, okay, there's nothing we can do about it. Like,
Right,
we're not
right.
getting on that plane.
Right.
So what's our next option? But these people at Delta were not giving us our next option, and I just was not having it. So we did. I was kind of like, you know what? We're gonna look at it this way. We're spending like way too much money on this airport hotel,
They didn't get you one?
but
No,
we
she
got
was- she
$30 of meal vouchers.
She said, well, I could give you a hotel voucher, but it really wouldn't be that nice of a hotel. And I was like, would it be attached to the airport? Because there's no way we can transport a child outside.
And here's the thing. If there is a service, and I'm sure there is, there certainly should be. If someone knows of a service where you can book a car with a car seat that isn't going through like a special transportation company that takes forever to get, like it needs to be instant. I don't know if Uber or Lyft has the option of booking like, hey, I need a car seat and they come right away. I know that you can book it through like a chauffeur company that will do it, but you need notice.
Let's
it can't
start
be like
a
last
new
minute.
app right here, right now, called Baby Buggies.
Yes.
Great call.
Cars.
Another small business idea we have here.
Yes.
Just like Card Boys.
Just like Card
Baby
Boys.
back rides.
Baby back rides.
Baby back rides.
not
I want
bad.
my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my
Baby back.
baby back rides. I want my
So what?
Ken and Josh's baby back rides. Ikaika's there.
Look at Rosie's face. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is my dad. How embarrassing.
Phil Svitek's in chat too, saying he only has burgers at airports too. That's a good game plan.
I had
Good game plan.
17 hamburgers in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I wasn't about
sandwich
to
or
get
burger.
more hamburgers.
We did.
I ate French fries for like 7 straight meals.
What started this whole thing? What started the
4th of
flight
July.
delay?
Oh.
the
Well, told a quick story on the Positivity
Weather.
Sport this morning. No, so here's what happened. Flying Pittsburgh to Detroit, Detroit to LA. We get above Detroit. There was microbursts, and we couldn't land right away, and we didn't have enough fuel to circle the Detroit airport. Something that maybe
is
they
what's-
wanted to figure
Okay,
out.
this is what I wonder though, because he said they want us to circle for 20 minutes
Okay.
while the weather clears. We don't have enough fuel to do that. So we're going to land, we're going to divert to Cleveland. But we didn't land in Cleveland for another 30 minutes. I'm like, are we going to
Correct.
run out of gas getting to Cleveland? Because if we could have circled, like this was enough time to circle and go down to
Right.
Detroit. I don't know. So we got then to Cleveland. We couldn't deplane, obviously, but it took them forever to have the fuel guy come. So we only had an hour and a half layover. Of course, by the time we landed, it was time for our plane to
You
take
were
off.
on the plane in Cleveland and couldn't get off. Did I hear that right? What?
Right. They said they did say if you do get off, there's no guarantee we're gonna leave with you. We're not gonna wait for you. So
With or
you could
without
get stuck in
you.
Cleveland. And I even thought about let's see what flights are from Cleveland to LA, but our bags weren't gonna go. Like our bags would have gone to Detroit, which I guess is fine. But I don't know.
No, you don't. You know, if you don't have to go to Detroit for your bags, you don't want to. Don't go to Detroit. Sorry,
It was-
Lauren. Sorry, Lauren.
It was quite a day, but I
Yeah.
realized she's such a good baby, so it wasn't even an issue.
She good.
It's just the traveling, the discomfort. You know, it's tight little seats. She can't do this. Like she
Right.
can't play on her little play mat.
Yeah.
She
No tummy time on
she
a
also
plane.
doesn't really she slept a little, but not the whole not a lot.
Yeah.
So she wants to play.
Like
She
me.
wants entertainment, and you can't really do that on a plane.
I mean,
so.
look at her now. She's yeah.
She's living a dream over
She's
there.
living
she
a
Really.
dream
just-
on the ground. But more importantly, you got to spend some quality Pittsburgh family time.
We did.
Who won
We
deck
did.
toss?
My cousin Joey, Dr. Joey, who's been on the Positivity
Dr.
Report.
Joey.
Dr. Joey
won.
Marshallek, he won. He ran going away. I did not play well. I played okay in the first couple rounds, and then I got it was a tough night. It was tough. But
Josh has not won since I've known him.
I've never won. Period.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
It's because you get too drunk.
no, that's not it. I can't.
Oh,
I mean, I
don't
was
get me
drunk.
started.
Don't get me wrong, but I should have just been
Oh,
going
yeah,
for
look,
twos. The
that
threes
is-
were really really
I do
hard
think
to
you're
hit.
due for a report card because I just remembered about the
Josh
the
looks
I
hurt.
was going to say the lightning, but it was actually fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you check on our daughter without me asking you?
Babe, you were
Hmm.
inside. I was talking to my cousin who I haven't seen in 4 years.
Oh,
maybe
Cousin Eddie.
longer.
That's
cousin
fine.
Nick.
Completely, I understand.
You know?
It was you should have spent time with your family, but guess what? I
Mm.
haven't seen any of those people either.
So, babe, during fireworks, she sleeps through everything.
Really? She slept.
We
through
don't
fireworks?
know.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the first time we experienced fireworks with her, so how would we know?
Babe, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? That was my bad. I
I
had
had to
94
tell
White
him-
Claws.
I had to
I thought
go
the
up
baby
to
was
Josh.
asleep.
How was it? Because in Burbank, it was like Robert Duvall came out and said, "I love
It
the
was-
smell of napalm in the
they were
morning."
in
It went
her-
for
they
hours.
were in his backyard.
They just
They were
legalized
insane.
fireworks in Pennsylvania
What?
again.
Again?
Yeah, 'cause
I
it used to be
hate them.
illegal.
Yeah.
I
now,
hate them.
From the
I-
80s? I don't like fireworks either. But
They scare pets. They
kill
scare
birds.
wildlife. Yes,
Yeah.
I hate them so much. Like, what is the point?
You
They're
know when
not
you're
even.
watching-
Ooh, it's lights sparkling. Who cares?
You know, you're
Go-
watching Band of Brothers at max volume on like a surround sound, like
Yeah.
in a movie theater. That's what my backyard sounded like.
Yeah, it's also it triggers PTSD too.
It does.
For
and
I
I'll say
hate
this:
them.
the spirit of it, family gatherings. I miss that. We used to do that. Church families would come around. We'd have a fireworks show in my side yard. A pinwheel firework did chase my dad. It was a true story. So I do love that.
Yes.
I just think as time's gone on, yeah, like I almost like physically attacked someone in front of our house 2 years ago because this kid was like lighting fireworks and scaring the crap out of our dogs.
Yeah.
And just wouldn't stop.
Yeah. It's enough of it.
Rosie might be the cutest I've ever seen.
I know.
She like rolled on her side and smiled like she's in a Jordache jeans ad from 1981. She's like,
She's so cute.
She's so cute
yeah,
right now.
it's wonderfully distracting in the best possible
Yeah.
way. She's a expressive little kid.
So I forgot
Anyways,
to check on
so
the baby
fireworks.
during the
Got it.
fireworks.
Got
I'm
it.
sorry. Amanda was doing a hell of a job as a mom. I was,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of getting wild out there. That's my bad. My aunt makes these like dessert shots that are like, it was banana cream,
listening.
mudslides.
I'm listening.
And they're in like, instead of Jello shots, you eat
Yeah.
them with a little spoon, and they're liquor cakes.
They're delicious.
They're
But
incredible.
guess what? I couldn't partake because I had to be
because of
a
the.
responsible adult taking care of my.
Wait, didn't
my
didn't
child.
she make like Shirley Temple versions, just like banana cream shot?
I could just slip them to her a little,
Yeah.
like put
Yeah,
them on her
Listen,
tongue.
You had me a banana
was
cream.
she right? Was Amanda right in this situation? 100%. She was right.
That's smart. That's a smart play.
You know what? I dropped the ball, Dad, on 4th of July. Dad failed. That's on me. Okay, I dropped.
How
it.
many twisted teas?
A lot.
Listen,
I
my brother
actually asked
judged
him
me.
to sleep in the basement.
I had to sleep in the basement with my brother. We were both relegated to
Like
the
you're
basement.
both 10 and 12.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I was like, "You're sleeping in the basement tonight," because I can't deal if he's having night terrors. And we were sleeping in the same room with Rosie, which we did for a while, obviously, with her bassinet. But she's been moved to her crib for a few weeks now, so
Yeah.
I can't have him thrashing with night terrors and then her beside
By
me.
the way, look, I got to tell you something. I'm snuffing out Josh's plan right now. He and Ben collaborated on a plan to get kicked out of their respective rooms and sleep in the basement.
Oh, he would
Like old
sleep in the
times.
basement every night if
And
I
I got-
let
have
him.
the world's coolest in temperature basement ever, Ken.
You've described this basement. It's legendary.
Legendary. Wait
is
till
a
you
great
come and stay in
basement.
Pittsburgh.
I like this idea,
and it's
Josh.
really dark. And his room,
dark.
his bedroom in Pittsburgh is so bright because the sun just like
Even with all the
even with
blinds
the
closed,
blinds
it's like the
closed.
lights are on.
Yeah.
okay.
So the basement is nice.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
love it.
great
I
nap.
love it.
basement.
But so here's what happened, Ken. So
Yeah.
the 2 nights before we got in on July 2nd, and my cousin Rachel and Heath, her boyfriend, Heath's sister is the one that designed all of our stickers for the Picks and
Oh,
Sticks.
they're great. Picks and
Fantastic.
sticks.
We have a few left,
We have a few left.
but we may not. I don't.
Well, can I apologize to the
Go
crowd?
ahead.
A lot of people have been like, hey, when you mail them out. I was supposed to get envelopes because we're
Mm-hmm.
going to mail these out. We signed a bunch of cards. I got the envelopes, was so proud of myself, and then promptly forgot them at my house for like a day and a half.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna send them out.
Don't worry. That's on me.
They're gonna be out by tomorrow, for sure.
You guys, why are you taking responsibility? Just blame the post office. Everybody does that.
That's my wife, everybody.
yeah,
That is my
you
wife.
I thought you were
know,
gonna say blame me.
blame me.
No,
It's
never.
a good thing to do.
Never you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the post office, I mean, they take forever now, anyways.
yeah.
So
Although I will say they work very hard. So
they do. It's a tough job.
No hate. No
Okay,
hate, no
so
shade.
Okay,
Dr.
so
Josh went to deck toss.
no. Wait, so it's on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
Right? We have this family. We have like a pre-family function out at their house, and we all hung out. And Heath, my cousin, had some twisted teas in the cooler. And I see my dad drinking one. I'm like, oh, Dad, those twisted teas are so good, aren't they? He's like, I know. They're amazing. I was like, can you believe they have alcohol in them? He's like, these have alcohol? I've had like 6 of them. I was like, yeah, no wonder you're drunk. So he loved them, right? It's like when he found out the White Claw, like how good his first sip of White Claw,
I
right?
witnessed that.
Then he found the High Noons, the vodka soda, the watermelon
Right,
vodka soda. Loves
Yeah,
it.
everybody wanted those high noons. Everyone kept asking, "Are there any more high noons?" I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Did we have them to begin with? I never had one.
Yeah, we had like 4 because they're very expensive. Like
I
4
didn't
is
really,
$10.
I didn't really drink at all. I really wish I had, but I just get so when you haven't seen people in 2 years, your
look.
family, you get so caught up talking, and then you're
Do
like,
you?
wow, I didn't eat all day. I was catching up
That
with
would,
people.
yeah. Yeah, no, I admire the way both of you love and connect with family. I stay silent, eat all the shrimp cocktail, and leave early.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was more like that.
I'm not better for it.
love
I
our
don't.
family.
I'm
I
not
love
better
it.
for it. I'm not better for it.
I
do
love
love our
being with the
family.
family when
Right.
everybody's there. It's super fun. Everybody has a great time. My dad puts on these kids games.
But I'll be honest.
It's hilarious.
I'm always the last to the dip, and it's always gone.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm there
I
first."
wanted that dip.
Didn't
But
we have shrimp cocktail?
Yeah, it's gone. I didn't get a burger. I didn't get anything. I was
You didn't get a
starving.
burger?
No, remember you heated me those chicken fingers and brought them up to the room while I was putting her to sleep.
Oh, that's right. I did heat up those chicken
That was a
fingers.
good job.
But they were good chicken fingers.
Clutch
My-
tenders.
Yeah,
the
they were
Backdoor Tavern
delicious.
in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Fallston, PA, with my Aunt Therese and Uncle
Oh,
Rich
were
owned.
those from Backdoor?
Backdoor Tavern
Yeah,
chicken
they were
fingers.
good.
Thank
They
you,
were real
Senior
good.
Film, for the super chat. You have bought Ikaika sandwich tomorrow.
Boom.
Yeah, chicken tenders. That sounds great.
So, so we got some. We only got a 12. You know that the Twisted Teas come in 12 packs, Ken, of actual
What?
12-ounce cans.
What?
You can buy
Where?
Twisted Teas in 12 packs.
Is this only in state lines?
I don't know, and maybe it's just in Pennsylvania. It's in Raccoon County.
Yeah, Rosie's running.
not crying. She's just hanging out.
She's running like a mile,
She's just talking.
but on her back with
I've
on
seen
the
them
blanket.
at grocery stores.
Her legs.
Yeah,
get
they sell them in 12
crazy.
packs at grocery stores, Ken. Like legitimate 12 packs.
So we go up the street to the Rafes,
Yeah.
and which is Rafe Finds.
Ralph-
Ralph's. Get
yeah,
it?
Ralph.
Get it? To play on words.
Got it. That's
To
really
play
good.
on-
Oh, I like that.
Ray Finds.
Get it. Go. You should have told. Do they have them at Costco? Chicken bake?
I don't.
I've looked for them. They don't have them at Costco.
The
but
Twisted Teas.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they have a good selection at like Bevmo
yeah.
too.
But Bevmo's always. This sounds really privileged. Bevmo's a little expensive.
Yeah.
A little expensive for my
You got to
taste.
join the Club Bev.
I am a member of Club Bev.
Bevmo is confusing to me
What?
because we have one by us, and I've gone a few times.
Let's
And
hear.
it
I'm
is
gonna
just.
hear.
It is just. It really is just beverages. But then
Yeah.
they have like an aisle of like weird house stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I
That
was
is
like,
true.
okay, I guess it's
Yeah.
nice. And then greeting cards. I'm like, okay,
The greeting cards are funny though. They have some good ones.
I
there.
guess it's nice.
swear.
Because if you happen to be
Yeah.
here buying like,
Yeah.
you know, a handle of
Sure.
vodka, then like maybe you also need paper plates.
Yeah. Pick up some tequila.
Or trash bags.
and
But
a
it's
basket.
like the weirdest. I wish, and now Bevmo offers. I should get paid for this, but now Bevmo offers delivery of groceries, but they don't have groceries in their stores.
Don't they have usually like gourmet
They have some-
chocolates that taste horrible?
Yeah, they got those.
Yeah, and I guess it's like if you're
Jesus.
gonna buy, okay, so if you're gonna bring wine as like a host gift,
Right.
then maybe you need a greeting card and some chocolates to go with it. So
Boom.
I understand
yeah.
that, but I'm
Head to
kind of like you have
7-Eleven.
one little corner of like house party supplies. Like, why don't you offer a little more, knowing with. Like
Yeah.
with as much liquor as they have, they should have a bigger section of like,
Right. Food.
yeah, especially if they're going to
Chips?
offer grocery delivery. Like, let's just
Gourmet
get me
chips?
some chips and guac in there because I'm going to also bring some
I
tequila.
think the one that we have over by us now on Sepulveda, they've got all that in that like that back fridge area. I
Yeah.
saw milk in there.
Do you have Lay's? No, we have Lay's. Oh, I'll take those. Sour cream and chive? Yeah.
They've got them.
Yeah.
But it's a organic chive.
That's fine. Okay,
Is
yeah.
it?
You can't
But
get shy
the
with the
milk,
Hawaiian hunt.
isn't the milk like a mini? It's
No,
like
I
the-
swear. I will take you to our Bevmo. It's like a legit grocery store in the back. And they may have the Twisted Teas in the 12 pack. Because when I went to the
All
beer, here's the thing: the beer
All
distributor by our house in Pittsburgh is a
Right.
drive-through. You drive through this, put it in your car. Okay,
I
because
like it.
in the state of Pennsylvania, we're a blue state, meaning that there is a
You
state
voted
store.
for Biden?
Correct.
No. Okay.
He's from Delaware.
Yeah.
But he's got a Philadelphia accent.
Delaware.
The state store sells the booze, so liquor and wine. Okay.
Gotcha.
The beer distributor sells beer and like malt liquors and like a Twisted Tea or a
Okay.
White Claw.
Okay.
So it can't have wine or alcohol. Like, so they won't sell High Noons at the beer distributor because they have vodka in them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the High Noons would be sold at the state store. Everything's way more expensive at the state store because of state taxes and everything like that.
Sure,
And the
sure.
state store is only open from certain times. It's not open late. You can't get liquor other places. We don't have liquor stores in the state of Pennsylvania. There's no
Okay.
such thing. It's a
Right.
state store. Okay.
Wow.
Now the beer distributors,
Isn't that interesting? I know.
beer distributors have all the beers and whatever, and a lot of them are drive-through. So the ones you drive your
Oh,
car
the
into a
drive-through's
garage,
awesome.
and then you're just like, hey, throw it, and they throw it right in your truck or in your car, and boom, and you're out.
This is great. This also explains that one time I went to the Atlanta airport and I sat down and said, "Oh, the quesadilla, can I get a rum and coke?" She said, "Oh, honey, it's a Sunday." And I said, "Praise Jesus."
Yeah,
What does that mean?
they don't sell it.
Not till 2:00.
No,
Oh well, okay, all right.
Done
so,
and done.
all right, interesting. I know there's different rules. I'm not dumb on that. I just
Yeah.
that is exhausting.
I told you. Yeah, But so we got a 12-pack of Twisted Teas, and my one cousin saw me walking around with Twisted Teas, and he's like, "Where are those Twisted Teas?" I was like,
Yeah.
"They're in the basement refrigerator.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody
tell
because we
them.
only got 12."
Don't tell
And they
John
were
Macuga.
gone I mean, my dad got one, my aunt got one, my mom got one, my cousin got one. Before you know it, they were all gone. So we only had like 6 of them.
Yeah.
And then
I've never had a Twisted Tea. I need to try
What?
it. No.
Babe,
Ikaika,
I
is
just
there one here in the fridge right
I just
now?
hear about the
think we
Twisted Teas
may.
all
Let
the
me
time
check.
from Josh.
because we as a family should enjoy
Yeah.
a Twisted Tea right now.
You both deserve it. I think Ikaika was going to try to defend Bevmo's honor, which is weird, like a maiden fair. No, we're out. Yeah, we need a upgrade. We need a not upgrade. We need a restock. That's the word.
I wasn't gonna defend. I was gonna say we need a Total Wine and more over here
Oh,
because
there-
those are legit.
We
Yeah.
do have 2.
Where?
There's one
like-
in El Segundo / Manhattan Beach, right?
No, there's one like by my old apartment. I used to go all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have one in the valley. I knew
Yeah.
there was one out.
And there's one in Ventura.
Oh, there is.
There-
No, that's a Bevmo.
No,
the one by the
'cause-
Panera?
No. Santini and I used to go all the time, but there's 2 near us. It's really weird.
They sell Boone's Bourbon at Total Wines and more.
Boone's Bourbon.
They are. All my cousins were asking, like, "Is that Boone's good?" I was like, "It's really.
It's
good.
legitimately
It's-
really
it's-
good.
it's legitimately
You know what I
really
had last night? You know I don't do beer. I
Yeah.
don't do. But we were at this movie premiere. Grace is in this movie. It's
good." Oh
coming.
yeah,
out
how was
soon.
that?
It's we'd seen it before. Wild time, fun, but it had been color corrected by the same company that did Wonder Woman.
Whoa.
Looks beautiful. Looks great.
Ooh, that's cool.
Grace killed it. No pun intended.
Did
but
she kill people in it?
No. But it's some great stuff. Oh, it's fun stuff. But anyways, long story short, the place only sold wine and beer, and I just don't do wine anymore. And so they had something called Perfectly Pineapple, a
Ooh,
wheat beer, like a wheat.
Ooh.
What's a wheat?
Bless you.
Ooh, bless you.
it means it's weedy.
Wheaty. I like
Oh, I bet I
Wheaties.
would like that.
She jams
was
her
great.
feet on the ground.
That was
so
her.
hard.
That thunk was her.
yes,
I thought you dropped her.
I
No.
thought, yeah. I thought
and it doesn't hurt her.
she's
her-
getting strength in those legs. That's her.
Yeah, she's thumping the floor.
She
Look at her.
does. Her legs get going.
It's amazing.
Her legs get going, and she like jogs
Look
in
at her
place
kick.
on the floor.
She's trying to pop
Will
herself
you put her
up
on
like a
tummy
rock.
time?
Yeah, she's trying to do like
But
a kip up
spread
from
the
wrestling.
blanket
Yeah.
out more.
Oh, that's great. Damon R. 1974 says, I just bought some Boone's. It's legit. Will McLean, for the longest time where I lived, they sold no alcohol on Sundays. Look, there's a Smart and Final near me. Sundays at 7. They were like, yeah, we don't sell it. I didn't, fine. I just know not to go there. But I guess Amanda, us West Coasters just grew up knowing that there was a weird, dingy store that sold a lot of bottles of adult drinks.
Yeah, totally.
Ikaika, you?
You know, has what probably in any state has the best place to get alcohol cheap? Any military base.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a commissary.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
I used to have an ID because my mom was in the Navy
Yeah.
in Hawaii, I would just go there and get liquor. It was so cheap.
Does Hawaii have any different laws there?
No, it's just
Oh,
everything.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's more
everything's more
expensive.
expensive.
So like say $15 bottle of like Captain Morgan here is probably like $24.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I've heard the rumors Big Macs cost $55. Is that true?
I don't get McDonald's really in.
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy.
Like highfalutin.
highfalutin.
I only eat the Spam burger at the
Yeah.
McDonald's in Hawaii.
Yeah, we don't do Big Macs out there. Maybe on a small island. Jerk. All right, I get you, Kaika. I get you.
The 4th of July though this year was super well attended because every other year, when
Sure.
COVID canceled it last year. So
Right.
this year, and so a lot of good people association questions.
Okay.
A lot of good fans. Everybody really enjoying the content. Really
Right.
good stuff. My cousin bought a shirt. He's got one in Colorado.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Love it.
They were all very complimentary. The one question my one aunt had was, "Is Ken really like? Is he a real curmudgeon or is he just do it for fun?" And I was like, both.
Little column A, little column B. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a hysterical question.
Yeah. No, that's a fair question. Grace would answer A, column A.
Yeah, column A. Did she just roll over?
I don't know if she rolled
She
over.
moved?
Did she
She moved.
She moved, and now she's eating
She
the blanket
moves-
with a smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She moves around like
Like
when
a
she's on her
clockwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's on her tummy, she just kind of like scoots herself around so her feet will be at
She
the
spins.
complete opposite place.
And
yeah.
with her hair kind of a little peach fuzzy, she
Yeah.
looks like John Macuga after 6 Twisted Teas on
Yeah.
the floor.
yeah.
Yeah. And now she's like strong. She can push herself up.
So controversial decision here in the deck toss this year, according to the text you sent Ellis and I. Twisted Teas you're allowed to drink, but you couldn't use?
No, so everybody has to use the same can.
Okay.
So it used to be back in the day, and the family is very up in arms about it, and we didn't know. But Heineken, remember Heineken used to have a can that looked like a keg.
Yes.
It was like a keg can of beer, 12-ounce beer. It was like silver, green in the middle can. It was a 12-ounce can. And those were perfect for throwing in deck toss. They went far. They had like a perimeter weight. They didn't dent that much.
Yeah.
She's just over there.
She is laughing. She's eating her fist blanket. Look at
Look at her go. Look at her go. She is not a big tummy timer.
She not, but I thought she
hates
likes it.
it.
She hates tummy time?
She doesn't love it.
For those listening, we got an
She's gotten
overhead
better.
shot.
She's gotten a lot better with tummy time, but when she was newborn, she was not a fan. Now she tolerates it longer, but she still, I don't think, really likes
She
it.
looks like, for those listening, she looks like a like military trainee going through the academy or the basic training, crawling in mud under like barbed wire to train. She's just like scooting along. The best thing is she goes face first into the blanket, wants to push herself up, but just decides to laugh and eat the blanket instead.
Yeah.
That's
There
fair.
goes her legs.
There goes the kickies.
The kickies. There she is. Hey, guys. It's
Hey guys,
me, Rosie.
I'm going to kick. That's great.
So anyway, now we have to throw Miller Lite cans because
Okay.
that's the most popular beer and that's the largest one, and nobody likes Bud Light in our family. And the Coors Light is not strong enough and it's too thin to throw.
Right.
I didn't play
It's Miller Lite.
at all this
But
year.
I thought you
Yeah,
this was,
Amanda did.
you were allowed now, right? Because
Well, I was allowed last time too. I was
'Cause
allowed
you were
last
married.
time too. Yeah, because we were
family
married.
rules.
Engaged,
So
you have to be engaged.
Every year I've done it, I have at least thrown some cans. Like I sign up and throw some cans, and then, but I'm not good, so I just kind of go through it. Last year I did not finish. Like I just tapped out.
Yeah.
This year I would have loved to play, but I had to put Rosie down, and she wasn't going to sleep, and it was like I knew if I signed up I wouldn't be able to go anyway. Like take my turn anyway.
I love that you got to sign up at a family event.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how my dad keeps record of all the deck toss.
Sign up 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
700 hours.
And people don't sign up in order. Like you can sign up at 9th if there's nobody that's signed up in front of you. Like you can pick your favorite number in front
That's
of there.
crazy. Ikaiko.
Ikaika Shively.
Since that guy at Costco called me your son, can I play next year?
that should count.
That is hilarious.
That should
I can't
count.
believe
Is that your dad?
happened.
No.
No.
Son of a.
So even if like Mark or I swung in there, your dad wouldn't allow it because if we
You
won,
could compete, but you wouldn't be an official winner.
you wouldn't be eligible to win.
Correct.
Wow. That's I love this. I love this.
So even if you did win, okay, let's say you win, but the second place
It's
is his
contested.
cousin,
Yeah.
then his cousin wins.
Wow. Wow.
Because we've had a couple friends come over and be like, oh, I want to play. And then they've almost come close to winning and people freaked out. And then we've had a couple people compete that are no longer in the family, Ken. No longer in the family.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Boyfriends or girlfriends that have made appearances, but then were
Yeah.
kicked
They
to the
seemed
curb.
good. They looked like they were going to stick around at the time.
Promising. They were promising, Ken.
And then they
but
didn't.
They did not.
Okay.
Did not.
That's good. Thanks for the super
And so
chat.
my cousin George
and
and
with,
Alyssa, who was on the show,
Yeah.
she had a really good first round, and everybody was like, ooh,
Yeah.
she could win, but it's not official. But then she kind of folded. So my cousin
pressure.
Quinn, my cousin Anthony's wife, Quinn, she won back-to-back
Okay.
She is
second.
really good.
and
And, like,
competitive.
Yeah, but
And
also
her second
she's
time in a
very-
row, a
you
playoff
almost
with her
wouldn't
sister,
really know
future
she's
sister-in-law.
good because she doesn't like show off about it at all.
That's a good. That's like Barry Sanders. Get the end zone, hand that ball
She's
off.
got a good arm.
Super chat from Basic Chic Girl says Rosie is so adorable.
Aw, thank
it's
you.
so true.
It
Look,
is true. I mean, I'm biased, but she's
I
very
mean,
cute.
she is. Yeah, and I think
She's
someone in
work-
chat said
she's
a
working
peaceful
her-
guy said in chat talkative today. She is on one, and
She's
it's great.
very, very talkative today.
She
rolling
can't roll
herself
over
off
just
the
yet.
blanket.
Can she roll over?
No, she can roll over, and she's done it a few times, but she isn't actively rolling over every
She's
time we put her
trying
down.
hard. Daddy's going to interrupt the attempt. He's going to reset here. We're looking at Rosie Macuga on the blanket on the floor. Can she roll over? Here we go. She's setting. Daddy is setting the playing field. Very key to give her a lot of space to work with. The legs are kicking. The energy is gathering. And those legs are
They are
moving
kicking.
and grooving.
Oh, her hand's getting really close to the tripod.
It is. She's gonna knock. That would be great.
She
if
does.
She just knocked
So
a
she's
shot
in
over.
this sleep suit that's like looks like a marshmallow, and
Mm-hmm.
she wiggles her way to one side of her crib.
Yeah.
And she grabs at the crib at one of the crib bars, and I can hear her do it like in the middle of the night
Like a
or
shake.
first in the morning. She's just like grabbing it. She just likes to play with it, and she'll like bang her hands between them all. I'm like, oh great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's got a smile on her face. Can
Hi.
she get the energy needed to roll over?
She also, because she's been sucking her thumb, she'll like stick her fist in her mouth or her fingers,
gag
and she
herself.
gags herself. She's like, I'm like,
You think she's
quit
choking,
that.
and like we wake up when you hear the choking, you like sprint into
Sure.
action.
and
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh,
her
yeah.
own fingers, like.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much going on with you today, Rosie.
Yeah, she wants to tell her story of her
Yeah.
first 4th of July.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her. Everybody was very excited to meet her.
Yeah.
My Uncle Dan gave her book. A bunch of cousins gave her presents. Everybody was super excited. A bunch of aunts and uncles kind of stole her away. Everybody's like, can I hold her? Can I hold her?
Can I
Yeah,
hold
go
her?
ahead.
Can I
No
hold
big
her?
deal. And then Amanda would always somehow find her back. Amanda has like anxiety about other people holding the baby,
I do.
including
Yeah.
Josh Macuga. So we were on the plane. And like she gets a little
That's
antsy.
not
And
totally
I was, and
true,
she's like,
but
watch it. Now she's like, I get a lot of anxiety when people hold the baby. When people hold the baby,
People?
your husband is people.
Okay, no, I do have some
Mm-hmm.
anxiety with being a new mom, just
Sure.
because
Some.
I think.
You better watch the baby during the fireworks, God.
Well, because no one is gonna take care of her like I will. And I think this is very normal for new moms, but
Yeah.
I think that she.
Hey, can you watch the baby?
something that-
I'm the husband. I'm not a sitter.
I think that something like my anxiety goes to this place of like I'm the only person that can protect her,
Yeah.
and no one will ever take care of her like I will. So
Yeah.
when we leave her with people, even if
Yeah.
it's family, I just
Sure.
have anxiety. I do.
Sure. James the Nerd
And
says, give Rosie the mic.
I know.
Put her a lav mic on her. You wouldn't hear the end of it.
You know, but Amanda, it sounds like you're tuned in and focused. And when you're tuned in and focused, you really do great things. It's when you tune out that things get interesting. And that leads us to our next segment, Josh.
Oh.
Amanda Macuga tunes out. Ikaika, play that video.
Should I meet you guys or leave it open?
Leave it open. Leave us open, yeah. This is like that season 5 episode of Truffle Pumpers where Morgenstern runs out of the cottage without his bathing towel.
Right.
And is caught by the local villagers, and they all see his truffle.
Right. And what happens is, based solely on law
God,
in downtown
I'm
Worcestershire,
crying.
Yeah.
is that if you are caught outside your home, flapping, dingling, and all, is the
Oh my God, I'm crying. I miss when this was just a podcast. Okay, no one could see me zone out.
Look, she's looking around now, Ken.
We missed that.
You stopped
I
watching
think
season 5.
you stopped in season 5 because you were pregnant. You were distracted.
Have you guys missed the zone out as much as I have?
She even
He's
calls it
back,
out.
baby.
Mandy zones. Mandy zones out.
That is so funny.
Oh, that's
my
great,
God.
Ikaika. Great job, Ikaika. That's wonderful.
Really well
that
done,
is
Ika.
So good.
How well did that capture it?
Oh man,
Did that capture it?
that was
well.
It did. I have tears in my eyes.
Oh, that's
Oh my
great. That's
God.
great
Good stuff.
Ikaika, I've been working on that all day. He's like, I got it. I'm going to show it today.
Figured out how to change the audio like that. I was
Dude,
like, yes.
Great stuff.
Nailed
great
it.
stuff.
Really.
Oh man, that
And
is so good.
Now, if you come back to baby cam, Rosie has completely wrapped herself in the blanket
This
and
is
spread out.
dangerous.
it's not.
She's not crying. Just everybody else realize she's
No,
just
she's
like,
happy.
Yeah, she's living the dream.
She's just dreaming.
Ooh.
Probably just like thinking, those bright lights above me are I just don't know. And Daddy and Mommy are here, and I'm kicking my legs. I got the blankie. Oh, it's the best. Oh my gosh. Oh, that blankie feels so soft. Oh, I'm just dancing. Happy feet, happy feet, happy feet.
Dancing, dancing.
I know
dancing.
those dancing feet are so funny.
Automatic, hypnomatic. Yeah, that's Rosie's the dancer.
Should
Rosie.
get rid of the burrito blanket.
Okay, so Ken, I got to tell you a quick
Yeah.
story.
Oh, yeah.
So and you'll appreciate this because it's John Macuga story.
Oh, I love it.
So currently, I have poison ivy on the crux of my elbow.
You
There's a little
think
spot of it.
On the weenus?
It's definitely
On the weenus?
under here. Is that what's called a weenus?
The
I
weenus
thought
is on
this
the
one
outside.
looked like poison oak. To
It's
me.
definitely. It's not poison oak. It's poison ivy.
But it's one little
Poison
dot.
I
Isn't
know,
it
but
usually
it's
like a
itchy
cluster?
sometimes, or it's a little bit.
Okay.
And
what
I got
field
some
did you
of it
go
on
to?
my nose. Well, here's what happened.
Okay.
So, weirdly enough, at my parents' house in Upper St. Clair, Pennsylvania,
Right.
they have lived next to a home
Yeah.
that has never been lived in 30 years. Okay?
It's
So the
super
Haunted.
It's haunted. It looks like a haunted house at night because
Right.
the people have left up Christmas candles since Christmas 1999.
Wow.
Okay, so here's what happens. Stop it. So back in the day, so the original family that built it, the husband and wife got into like a marital dispute, divorce.
Oh, that's not good.
She got the house in the divorce. He refused to pay any kind of money to her. The house went into foreclosure. The guy that now owns it bought it from a bank. Okay.
Okay.
He uses it as like a storage place. And this is a big house. Like this, it looks like the governor's mansion in Georgia. It's huge. It's ridiculous.
I put my Funko Pops in there.
It's literally like Funko Pops and sinks. Okay? It's like if Dennis Zen had a house to put his Funko Pops in, this would be the one. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So my parents just hate the fact that all these beautiful houses on their street, we have this tree-lined street, it's just really, really nice, and then this eyesore has been next to them for years. 30 years, Ken.
Right.
In high school, when we would drink at our house, we would fill up trash cans and just throw it in the house because nobody lived in it.
No. Okay.
The back door was open. You just open it, throw the beer cans in there.
Sure.
No big deal.
No big deal. Hit the Funko Pops.
So when the bank bought it, you should have seen my mom was like, you should have seen all the trash bags that were pulled out of it. There was like hundreds of trash bags. I'm like, yeah, they're just full of Milwaukee's best light.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Rosie smiling like a Ken.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
look at her.
Question: why didn't you have a party inside of it if no one lived there?
Well, that was just too dicey. Well, my parents weren't home at the other house.
Right,
Why would I
right,
go?
right,
Because the neighbors would have called if they saw lights. It was a creepy, dark. You think I'm going to party in a creepy, dark house,
That's true.
Ikaika?
This is
If there's
Josh.
other people there, yeah.
No way. I had trouble partying in the woods.
Because you would have had to set it up and been the last
Yes.
there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
anyway, this guy in his yard has these 2 dead trees, and my parents are worried that they're going to fall over and into our yard. And and my dad's like, Josh, go over there and just like see if you can take a sledgehammer to the tree and break it.
Okay. Okay.
So I walk through.
Sledgehammer.
This tree is still rooted in there pretty good. Okay.
Okay.
And so it doesn't work.
Give us
But
some thwacks.
then my dad says, he's like, all right, well, you can't chop down those trees, but I brought a new hand axe for you. You got to go over there and cut down this tree that's dying in our yard or dead in our yard. Look at that big smile on that girl. Yeah, you love that? So I walk in and I was like, Dad, you think there's much poison ivy back here? He's like, probably. I have mesh shorts on, some sneakers, no shirts because it's so hot outside.
Sure.
So I just go to town on this tree, Ken. I destroyed this thing like a 1990s lumberjack series games on ESPN
Oh,
8
yeah.
the Ocho.
Okay.
So my dad's like, you may want to. So I took a quick shower, right? But I hacked this tree down in like 6 different parts. I'm
did
going
it.
to town. My little nephew's like, can I use the hand axe? Can I use that? I was like, sure, go ahead, use the hand axe. My brother's like, you can't let him use a hand axe. He's 8.
The judge would be proud of your
Yeah,
work with
the
that
judge
tree.
would be very, because I got him a hand axe for Christmas one year. You remember that?
Yeah.
So, tree falls down. My mom's freaking out. I don't like you using a machete and a hand axe in the backyard. There's this whole family fight about it. And what was the result of the family fight, Ken? Poison ivy.
Poison ivy on you.
Yeah. I'm throwing this tree in the backyard. My mom's
Yeah.
like, I can't believe you're chopping down a tree before the 4th of July. What's wrong with you?
Well, what is it? American to keep a tree up? I don't understand that. You adore your mom, love your mom. What is that? What's
I
the
think
point
she
of
was
that?
worried that like something was going to happen to her garden the day before the 4th of July party. We had put all this work into making
Okay.
that.
They really stress about their yard. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
think they mowed the lawn 3 times.
Yeah. The lawn had to look perfect before the family showed
Oh,
up.
okay. Yeah, I can respect that. But the tree, you got to go.
But Ken, let me tell you something.
Okay.
My whole body it's like, you know when you swung that RMT club for the first time from Weck Method, go to weckmethod.com, use the code WMA108, that's my code. And how
Yeah.
sore your body was?
Yeah.
My body for the next 3 days, using that stupid hand axe, whacking that thing as hard as I could with that hand axe,
Whack it as hard as you
was
can, buddy.
was a scene.
Yeah.
It was a scene.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. I think you might have been a little proud of me in the fact that I
I'm
brought
proud of
down
you.
that tree
No, I'm proud of you.
with authority.
Look, man, is any video of this?
No, there should have been
Shirtless man in the forest hacks tree on 4th of July.
with mesh shorts. Babe, she was fine laying down. Now all we hear is her in the microphone.
Yeah, this is what James wanted here.
Is that what James wanted?
She was all.
Rosie. Yeah.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Spiro Agnew was a bad vice president. He just was. It's great.
And what does she think of the Mojito
Yeah,
Empire?
you like Mojito? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
She's gonna stick her fist in her mouth.
That's
You're not lying about that.
No. See, she was doing fine over there laying down. Mom, see, here's the thing. Mom overreacts
Mom?
immediately.
That's the job, right?
Okay, not true, but I could
That's
tell
what-
she was getting bored down there.
That's what crushed my
Babe,
adolescence.
she was enjoying herself. She was kicking her feet and living the dream. And then you put her in front of the microphone. It's fine. She's fine.
Oh,
It's
no.
look at you.
We only got
Here,
like
you come to
3
me.
more minutes in the show.
You come to me.
We've got 3 more minutes in
come
the
to
show. We're going to make magic happen.
You come to me.
Oh, don't worry about
Oh,
it.
there's
Oh,
little-
look at that.
On
Look
the
at that.
day we arrived on the planet.
Legend. that you belong
See,
down.
here's the thing.
Amanda, does this make you nervous?
Yes. Was you okay? What happened?
No,
You okay?
Yeah.
You okay?
Did I make
No.
you nervous holding the baby?
no way.
I mean, it looked like I was holding a nuclear football that had one pin pulled.
What do you think? You like when Uncle Kim
No,
holds
but
you?
see, here's the thing. Like, okay, later tonight, I have a friend that's moving out of town, so I was
Okay.
gonna stop by and see her because she's like officially leaves next week.
Okay.
And Josh was like, "Oh, we get to do, we're gonna do bath time and bedtime.
Sure.
Just him and Rosie, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
really good for them to do that together."
Yeah.
Bonding, Ken, bonding.
But my mind immediately goes to this like horrible place, and it's not just him. But I'm like, what if he slips picking her up out of the bathtub?
What if you slip picking up out of the
It's true, but for
you'll,
some
you-
reason,
you'll be
I
there to
think-
back her up.
I think that I'm the only person that can like protect her. Like she's only safe with me, which isn't true.
Right.
It's just
Right.
like I don't know if it's just like a mom anxiety, new mom anxiety, but
It's a lack of control. You're giving up control, right? It's like
Yes.
people have fear flying on a plane. You might be more dangerous in a car, but you're behind the wheel. You feel you
yes,
control.
Yeah, and it does stem back from when I was a child and my dad passed away. I wasn't with him, so I have this like.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just probably trauma where I think if I had been there, he wouldn't have died, which is not the case
Not the
because
case.
he had cancer. But
Gotcha.
but it's that mixed with new mom anxiety. So it's
Right.
just all, it's like, I have to be there only,
Right.
if I'm there, then I can save them. And I feel the same way about Josh. Like, when he's out in the world, I feel like, okay, I have to protect him. It's a little
that's
crazy,
that's
but-
actually probably true.
It-
One
it is
Streamlab came in just before we sign off here. Popcorn donated, and it says, "Hey all, Amanda, are you going to watch the new Gossip Girl reboot? Have a good day. Are you going to watch it?"
Wow, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I have mixed
HBO
feelings
Max?
about it
Mhm.
because I kind of liked the like cheesy over the topness.
Over the top, yeah, this
Because
one.
I watched it later, so
Yeah.
like I didn't watch it when it was on air and all that stuff was relevant at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when I watched it recently, it all was so over the top. I feel like now the new one is gonna be more relevant,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of liked the like. I don't know. I liked that it
Okay,
was.
I get you. Yeah, it could be almost too realistic for you. Maybe you want
Yeah,
you like a
and-
little camp.
And now, like, I don't want to watch teenagers having sex and doing
Oh,
drugs.
yeah.
Also, like, the great thing about Gossip Girl
Yeah.
was they would honestly meet up at bars and
Right.
be drinking, like, sipping martinis. I'm like, what 15, 16-year-old does that and can order a drink at the bar and look like they're 25? I mean, well, some.
have you heard Josh Macuga's high school stories? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
that's what most of them were. Dressed in a business suit with a beard. I'm here to pick up my beer for the meeting.
Yeah,
I mean, this is what it
true.
was.
It is true. But
All right.
there,
All
yeah,
right.
so I don't
Okay,
know.
fair question.
I'll
Good question, Popcorn.
I think I'll check it out for
Okay.
sure, but I don't know.
Check it out.
Yeah, we'll see how. We'll see
Check
how
it
I
out. Check it out. Just like you should check out the chicken bakes at Costco. We're almost done here, but Josh is doing some dad stuff here. Josh, do you want me to end without you, or what do you want to do? Jump. Okay.
Yeah, he's making a bottle.
It's making a bottle.
Yeah. I'm having a really hard time. I think I'm stopping with breast milk, and
Okay.
I'm
That
having
sounds-
a really hard time with it.
Okay. turn off the faucet? How does it work?
Yeah, you just
Spider-Man turn off the dark?
I think you kind of just stop. I don't know. I
Turn off the titties.
I slowly stopped though. I went from like 5 times a day to 2 times a day. But it is emotional. It's sad.
I totally can understand that. It's a chapter. You're moving forward, whether you want to or not.
You know what? I'm not a good.
Growing up too fast, Kenji's so cute.
Before we go, I feel like I should mention this because it'll make Josh feel better too. Because I feel like I'm hard on him, and this is his chance to be hard on me.
That's fair.
What I'm not a good mom at is being a plant mom because we left town and all of our plants died.
Oh, that's all right. Plant friends will come back.
I mean, I have the opposite of a green thumb. Like I buy the plants that they say are good in full sun and hot heat,
Right.
with very little water, and I still kill them. How is that possible?
Now Rosie's a little. All right, this is we're gonna end. I gotta go to an event. Amanda's
Dad
got to go
life.
turn off the faucet. Kaki's got to make a chicken bake. Josh Macuga, Rosie got some business to do. This is the Afternoons with Josh, Ken, and Amanda. A silly look at a serious world.
It doesn't matter when you listen, Ken, as long as your new dad and your baby's freaking out because an hour-long podcast is just about as much time as she's going to get.
It's always the afternoon.
Bye, friends.